We have different types of husbands. A man can have several characteristics from the different types that I'm going to mention. Now, as I mention each type of husband, I will also point out the type of woman who is best matched with him. So if you're a woman, you're watching this, you might want to see the type of guys I define and how it will go well with you. And for my guys out there, you might want to see which woman is best for you to go after. Now, the different types of husbands we have are 1, the supportive husband, 2, the money husband, 3, the old school husband, 4, the egocentric husband, 5, the new school husband, 6, the nice guy husband, 7, the possessive husband, and 8, the cheating husband. Maybe I should leave down now to cause wahala. Anyway, let's kick off. Let's start with the supportive husband. The supportive husband has mastered the art of putting his woman first. He knows he will get the best out of his wife if he is solidly a pillar that she can lean on. You see, he can be egocentric to the world, but never egocentric to his woman. He tells his woman yes if he knows she needs to hear it, but he will not hesitate to tell her no if he sees that it is in her best interest, or maybe he realizes she's just momentarily caught up in her emotions. He's a disciplinarian. He's both boo and daddy in one person. Because he genuinely cares about his wife, he has a king-like sense of judgment. He has a well-balanced sense of judgment. The supportive husband works very well with strong, independent women because her dreams become his dreams, so they are never on a collision course. He also works well with a woman who doesn't have so much of a strong personality because his supportive nature will bring out the best in her. Appreciation, genuine appreciation, works like magic on a supportive husband. That is the emotional fuel he runs on. It motivates him to do more and to do more. The money husband. The money husband does not only believe that money is what makes the world go round. He believes that money is what makes a woman's love continue blossoming for you. He has seen it happen so many times, and he is convinced that a man cannot fully exert his manly power in a relationship or marriage except he has money and is the provider. The money husband by default is attracted to materialistic women because they speak his language and he fluently speaks their language too, which is money. The best woman for him as a wife is a woman whose love language is receiving gifts. A woman that you can apologize to by buying a Louis Vuitton bag or Gucci shoes. But if it's a woman who wants to sit down and have quality time, or a woman whose love language is words of affirmation, she will not do too well with the money husband. This is because the money husband is good at making money. He's not good at showing emotions. He can be persuasive, he can be convincing when he's negotiating a business deal. He puts all his creative energies into making money. So when it comes to his woman, he lets that money do the talking for him. The money husband feels cheated when he uses money to win a girl's heart. Then he marries her, and then a few years into the marriage, he starts demanding for other things that are alien-like to him, like spend time with me, give me quality time. He'll be like, what? He will throw the money in the air, let the money do the talking. But she wants more, emotional availability. He doesn't understand it because he's busy making money. That's what he understands. Now let's go to the old school husband. The old school husband performs all his husbandly duties like the men of old. He fanatically follows the principles of I am the head of the house and I must always have the last say. The old school husband is the king of making plans outside and not telling his wife. He could be building a house, he could be buying a car, so she now hears from third parties, and then it frustrates her and she comes and I'm like, I'm your wife, why didn't you tell me? But the more she complains, the more she screams, the more the old school husband is happy because he feels he is impressing his ancestors by behaving like that, as I'm the man, that's how it's supposed to be. The best match for the old school husband is the old school wife. They are both a product of the times they were born in, and they operate from that level of consciousness. You see, the old school husband does not question tradition the way it was handed down to him from his forefathers. He just simply executes it. He could be a nice person, he could be kind at heart, but you see, his traditional beliefs go ahead of whatever soft side he might have. The old school husband is the king of I am right, just because I am the head of the house. And you, if you are wrong, well, it's because you are stupid. If I'm wrong, it's because people make mistakes. But that's only when I'm wrong. I'm the only one who's allowed to play the mistake card. That is the old school husband. Now, the egocentric husband. The egocentric husband shares a lot of characteristics with the old school husband, which is their intense attachment to the idea of hierarchy in the home. A lot of his life decisions are powered through his ego. The egocentric husband can become unnecessarily stubborn once he notices that his opinion is being disregarded. He is so particular about recognition, even if it's on the tiniest matters, Now, this makes him a very hard husband to deal with, but it also makes him the easiest person to manipulate. Just caress his ego a little and he'll do as you say. The only thing is, it can be quite exhausting. You see, the egocentric husband is more submissive when he's in control. He just wants to continuously feel like he's in charge. He wants to continuously feel like he has the power. So once you offer him the illusion of this power, he's happy, he's dancing, he's okay. He does not know that he does not have the reality of that power. A confrontational woman, a woman who wants to be in front, will not go well with the egocentric husband. They will always clash, both 247. But a woman who knows that game, a woman who can let him take the spotlight, will control his destiny. He will not even know. He will die and go. He will not know that somebody controlled his life from age 30 to 80. It takes a very strong-minded woman to deal with this type of man. A strong woman who can go within herself and find balance. So it's not easy. Now let's go to the nice guy husband. The nice guy husband is just a nice dude. He's a kind guy. The only problem is he's nice to everybody, and his wife doesn't like that. She wants him to be nice to her and their kids. But you see, the world can go fuck themselves. But he's just a nice guy by nature. His siblings might steal his money, or somebody might deal with him at work one way or the other, but he's always ready to forgive. And this thing drives his wife crazy. Why are you nice to everybody? Why are you nice to everybody? You see, a girl who does not like nice guys, who wants a bad boy, will not go with a nice guy husband. But a woman who knows how to take charge, who understands that that's his nature, will go well with the nice guy. Particularly a woman who has seen fire in life. She has seen with a man. She now knows that, he's nice. I will know how to walk around it. The nice guy husband needs a woman who can stand when he cannot face the world. If he's sharp, he will use his woman to be his voice in places where he knows that he can't speak up. It's not that he's weak, it's just that he's nice. The new school husband understands that the feminine gender has progressed like crazy over the last 50 years. He understands that women are now doing so much more than they were allowed to do in the past. He is opposite of the old school husband and much more. He is not intimidated by the achievements of a woman because he validates his manliness from other things. When an old school husband sees a new school husband, he looks at him like, are you mad? Are you not a man? Why are you conversing this way with your woman? Why are you dealing with your woman this way? The old school husband cannot understand, feels the new school husband is just a stupid boy. But the new school husband has other things through which he validates his manliness. The woman who goes well with the new school husband is maybe all the women in the world today, because women are tired of men saying, I'm the head, I'm the head, I'm the head. It's not that the new school husband is not the head, but he understands that they are co-piloting this relationship. The possessive husband. The possessive husband thinks his woman is a piece of property. So he just wants to own her, He doesn't want her to go anywhere. He wants to monitor her every move. She cannot even fly. She cannot even do things because he's possessive. I think the opposite of a possessive husband is a supportive husband who, even in cases where he has doubt, his love and support for his wife will go ahead and he will put that trust. Possessive husband, no matter how much the woman works on earning his trust, his possessiveness is generated internally, not from what she does. It's hard dealing with a possessive husband. He is insecure and needs to work on his insecurities. And he can cripple a woman's dream just because of his possessiveness. The cheating husband. You see, any of the husbands I mentioned can cheat. But the worst of them is the old school husband who wants to cheat and wants the woman to know and wants to tell her that there's nothing you can do. Cheating is my birthright. The supportive husband, he can also cheat, but it's just that he's going to cover up his tracks so much. And if he's found out, he will nearly die because he understands that he's breaking his woman emotionally. So he will go to the end of the world to apologize and everything. The money husband, he will just buy his wife a new car when she finds out that he's cheating or something, Anybody can cheat. I don't know. I don't want to talk about this one. Bye-bye.